There was a time when education followed a predictable arc. You went to school, earned a degree, got a job, and that was it. Learning was front-loaded into the early part of life, but that model no longer fits the world we live in. Today, as AI accelerates the pace of change across every field, the idea of lifelong learning has moved from a nice idea to an absolute necessity. Lifelong learning isn't just about staying informed, it's about staying relevant. When industries shift and tasks get automated, those who thrive are the ones who know how to learn new tools, adopt new mindsets, and keep adapting over time. For educators, the message is clear. We have to prepare students not just to graduate, but to evolve. So, what does this look like in practice? It starts with mindset. Students need to see learning as something ongoing and self-directed. That means helping them reflect on how they learn, not just what they know. One way to build this into your classroom is to use portfolio-based learning. Instead of only giving final grades, have students track their progress, reflect on their growth, and set personal learning goals. This helps them build the habit of self-assessment and continuous improvement.
Next, we need to help students develop skill agility. That means teaching them how to transfer knowledge from one area to another. For example, a student who learns about argument structure in English class should be able to apply that same logic when analyzing a political debate or crafting a social media campaign. You can support this by designing interdisciplinary projects that connect content across subjects.
Technology fluency is another pillar. Students must be comfortable learning new platforms and tools, even if those tools change frequently. You might not be able to predict the exact software they'll use in a future job, but you can build their confidence by having them explore unfamiliar technologies, compare features, and troubleshoot as they go. The goal isn't perfection, it's learning how to learn. Curiosity also plays a vital role. In classrooms driven by standardized tests, students often feel pressured to find the one right answer. But in an AI-driven economy, asking the right questions is just as important. Teachers can model this by thinking aloud during inquiry-based lessons, showing how to pursue an idea, follow a hunch, or pivot when new information arises. Let's consider an example. A middle school teacher wants students to explore environmental sustainability. Rather than assigning a fixed report, she asks each student to choose an angle that interests them, whether it's electric vehicles, fast fashion, or local food systems. Students research with the support of AI tools, but they also curate sources, interview stakeholders, and present recommendations. Throughout the project, they encounter challenges, revise their plans, and keep learning as they go. That's what real-world learning looks like. Lifelong learning also means accepting failure as part of the process. AI tools will not always give the right answer. Neither will we. Students need space to revise, reflect, and reapproach tasks without fear of punishment. This might mean replacing high-stakes exams with project cycles that include feedback and revision checkpoints. In short, preparing students for an AI economy isn't just about teaching today's content. It's about cultivating the habits and attitudes that will help them keep learning long after they leave our classrooms. The world our students will inherit will reward those who are flexible, curious, and willing to grow. And it's our job as educators to help them see learning not as something to complete, but as something to embrace for life.